Hi, my name is Gary Stocker. In my experience, there has never been enough time in the modern medical laboratory leader's workday to perform all the tasks needed to create a future supply of laboratory talent. We have historically relied on colleges to provide the supply of medical laboratory scientists, medical laboratory technicians, and other talent to satisfy the staffing needs of our hospital laboratories. In almost all cases, that approach has not addressed our needs as we head into the third decade of the 21st century. What's been done before isn't working. That's the response I heard recently from a lab director who was frustrated with the status quo talent hiring model for laboratory professionals. This hospital's overtime was unsustainable, and they were unable to keep up with the compensation being offered to medtechs by their competitors. Here are some of the tasks that MLS 2030 can do for you. MLS stands, of course, for Medical Laboratory Scientists, and the 2030 is just the date reference that we use to try and have systems and processes in place for your organization's medical laboratories. We can work with your state hospital association to promote the career on a regular and consistent basis. We can identify public and private science organizations to consistently work with them to promote medical laboratory careers. Third, we can counsel and support both traditional and non-traditional candidates from high schools through college toward medical laboratory science careers. Next, on a slightly different track, we can work with you to create a more integrated bench training program for really both the traditional and non-traditional candidates. My 12 hospital laboratory clients include major research hospitals, large and small suburban medical centers, and rural hospitals. In less than 1 year, our process has created a pipeline that is 36 strong with just non-traditional candidates that are being hired by some of these hospitals. My approach is similar to that used for athletes, believe it or not. Identify talent through a variety of sources and recruit that talent with a one-on-one approach, guidance and support that is needed. For example, a football coach can show up at the kitchen table to recruit a talented quarterback or linebacker or whatever. I use the same approach for recruiting talent into medical laboratories like yours. A key to building your own supply is dedicated and consistent and persistent marketing of both the profession, the career, and your organization outside of the traditional pipeline resources like colleges. Hospital and healthcare system talent acquisition efforts, recruiting efforts across most of the United States report that efforts to fill medical laboratory slots face increasing competition, not just locally and regionally, but nationally. The sporadic presentations we do to education groups like high schools and colleges is not and has not and will not be sufficient. Those presentations need to have continued communication and follow-up with interested students. You don't have the time to do that. I have the systems, processes, and resources to do just that.